Welcome to the 20 Sides podcast. This is episode 47, Greater Restoration. We are so thankful that you've joined us here at our table for our actual play D&D podcast. Make sure that you're following us on all socials at 20 Sides Pod, and we hope you enjoy the episode.
Hey guys, 20 Sides Pod has a Patreon out now. So if you are loving the podcast, make sure to check out our Patreon in the link below, or I may have to cast Firebolt on you. Enjoy the episode.
Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm your DM, Matt.
I'm Bobby, playing Yarost, the Dwarven Barbarian.
Hey, I'm Jess, and I play Leona, the Moon Elf Wizard.
Hi, I'm Philip, and I play Seven, the Warforged Cleric.
Hi, I'm Tyler, and I play the half-elven rogue Ordella.
Join our campaign as we unravel the mysteries of an ancient necrotic evil, right now on 20 Sides.
We need to figure out. So,
Do we just leave him in here?
Okay, guys. So I know that we can't really do anything for Yarost right now.
What's wrong with him?
Well, those guys kind of took his brain away.
stupefied.
So yeah, he's kind of dumb right now.
Yarost.
It's okay. He can't hear you.
Dumber than what he was.
Well, hey, chill. He might not
can't
be able
hear
to
us.
hear you, but it's still
He can't hear
mean.
us, so you just said that.
Okay, so we need to figure out a place that we can kind of stash him. And because
You guys do
what,
magical things. Can you hide him somewhere?
Nope. I
Leo?
can't do that. Leo,
Do you have a little magical hut?
I don't.
Oh.
You don't have a home that you could
Nope,
put
because
up?
I didn't choose that one.
When would we ever need that?
Yeah.
However, I can put him in my bag when need to. We can just hold his hand and just drag him along. Or I can see if Willenor...
We really need Yarost's damage against these mind flayers.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, can I look around the room to see if there's any crevices I can tuck him in? Like, is there anything?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
is there anything that looks like,
Can I build a trap?
or like a insert in the wall
Yeah.
that like we could like maybe put him there where he can't
He's
like.
small.
Yeah,
Get
I
out,
mean,
I mean-
there are crevices all around this. This is like a natural cavern / like you're basically like went underneath a hill. And so it's like
Okay.
dirt / rock wall. And so there are crevices and there are nooks and crannies in it. I don't know how well you'd be able to hide him.
He might
Right.
try to just like wander away.
What if she
So
puts her
that's like,
cloak of
do I?
elven kind on him? Would that help
So
like
that
hide him?
gives him a plus. That gives him advantage on stealth
but he's
checks,
not
but he
stealth.
What
can't
about
stealth at this point.
invisibility? Not a cloak, but
Yeah,
if she
someone could cast
casts
invisibility on-
Well,
Now-
that's like
But
a
that's
high level
is that
spell.
concentration
It's
too?
concentration and
Yeah.
it only
Okay.
lasts, I think,
Yeah,
1
no.
minute.
Oh.
Or maybe it lasts
Well,
longer than
it's
that.
up to an hour, but yeah, I can't
So-
if I want to do
Oh,
anything
okay,
else.
okay,
we just
guys.
drag him, I guess.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, tell me what you think. Let's walk him with us.
You just hear Yarost go.
Yeah, I know Yarost. Hold on, I'm trying to explain it.
I just pet his little head.
yeah.
It's okay, buddy. We will help you.
If we walk him along until we find the mind flayers, then we kind of like push him in a corner and he stays there until we defeat the mind flayers, and then we get the water and take him back.
Okay. But we're gonna have to figure out where
I
that
don't know
is.
what to do. I don't.
We have to go back out there, right? It obviously wasn't this way. Are we at a?
No, there's
No,
another
there's a door.
door.
Okay, we're
be-
going through
behind
the-
the
okay.
horse. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just keep going.
Okay.
Do we hear any? Can I do a perception check of some kind to
At
see
the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a
See if I
perception
hear anything on the other side. 24.
You hear nothing.
Okay.
All right, let's just drag him along.
Let me
Let's
go
just-
first.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you
I don't
drag
hear, I
him,
don't,
Seven, because keep him behind.
Okay, I'll drag him.
Okay.
If all else fails, we can put him in the bag of holding.
When I open
When it
this
gets-
door, you guys try to like hide a little bit.
So
While I open it.
I'm leaving my spirit guardians up.
Sure.
I get them for 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Heck
10
yeah.
full minutes.
It says
Okay.
up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm
okay.
leaving them up because
Yep.
I've used it.
Sounds good. You open that door. There's another tunnelish hallway that looks like it wraps around back toward the north. Give me a stealth check as you're going forward.
I can't make that up.
You rolled another 20?
I did.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
You disappear into this hallway, work your way through the nooks and crannies. This hallway arcs back toward the north. Once you get about 80 feet, you start hearing boop, 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 boop. You come around the corner and you see 2 mind flayers, and they are both levitating.
Okay.
They're not walking. They're levitating around this room, and both of them have in their hands vials of bubbling liquids, and they're all, it almost looks like an alchemy shop when you walk in. There are vials that are bubbling, that are sending water or liquids to other vials. There are little beakers that are lit up. There are a few arcane sconces on the wall that are glowing a greenish light that cast these weird looking shadows all across the room. On one side of the room, there are all of these brains set up in big glass jars. Some of them are like really big jars that have huge brains in them, maybe like a yard, 3 feet by 3 feet brains. They're just floating about in these rooms, and they're purplish skin. They have these tentacle mouths. They have this extremely shiny breastplate on and these long robes. They don't notice you, but they are moving about in the room.
Okay. I'm going to sneak.
Also, in the very back corner of the room, you wait, and the more you pay attention and the more you're taking in your surroundings, you see from the ceiling, just every so often, you'll just hear as just one little drop of water after one little drop of water falls into an extremely small pool, maybe 2 feet by 2 feet in diameter, what looks probably like it would be rose water.
Of course it is.
So she's telling us this.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
Okay. I'm going to come back.
Okay.
I'm like putting my hands up, like, and I'm going to whisper as best I could so you can still hear me. They're there. So we either go and do it right now, or we sneak in and get some rose water. There's like a little pool of it. I think
you have your cloak of elven kind. Is that right?
Yes.
And Leo, you can cast invisibility. Do we think that we even have to face off against these guys? Is there any chance?
I say we try to not, but I don't know if they.
I mean, if we're gonna have to fight them, we're gonna have to fight them,
but we could try to not. First.
I mean, if they see you, we're gonna fight them anyway.
Well, my thing is, I wonder if they would like sense an intelligent being plus Ordella in the room.
Well, why? Who's the other intelligent being?
Well, me, obviously.
Well, you don't have to be in the room.
Well, if I'm invisible, I think they could
No,
still
not
sense.
you. You're gonna cast invisibility on Ordella.
Oh, plus
Plus her stealth. If she's invisible and she has a crazy stealth,
Oh, well, then they would probably detect her.
they might detect her. But if they can't see her and they don't know that she's there, then I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just guessing.
Don't forget your light is on. So if you get within 20 feet of the room, they'll notice the light.
I'm not going near the room if I don't have to. I mean, if I don't have to, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to face a mind flayer if I don't have to.
But you don't
Yarost
have
takes
a
off
brain.
running toward the. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't have a brain. They're not going to
So maybe
sense
they
me,
wouldn't-
but the light, they'll see the light.
Oh yeah, you can't see.
Or if I I can't misty step while invisible. Let's say I can misty step to the bowl.
I mean, I could try it.
Scoopy scoop.
I say we try it. Cast invisibility, stealth as best you can. Cast invisibility on Ordella and see if she can get in there and just fill up the things under her and keep it under like her cloak. And,
Give me your bag of holding.
Yeah, well, I don't use.
It's like a bunch of animal skins I have to fill up with this water.
Well, yeah, but you can just hold them, and they're not that big, are they? I actually didn't see them, so I don't know how big they are. But
It'll take 2.
yeah, I think you can do it.
Would they be invisible as well? Everything on her would be invisible?
Yeah, anything you're carrying.
I say try it. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is they notice that you're there, and we have to fight them.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So you are.
So
all right,
before this happens,
I just rolled like 3 20s in a row, and now I'm gonna roll a 1.
Oh, for sure.
before this happens,
Okay.
because Seven understands what's going on, he's going to put his hand on
Ordella's shoulder and cast guidance
Okay.
and give her a D4 to whatever ability check she would like
Okay.
to.
So to make sure I'm know what's happening.
Okay.
But you
Make
would not
sure we're
the
on the
mind
same
We don't
page.
want really you to know
Yeah.
what's happening.
Well, to make sure we're on the same
I
page.
know, I know.
Ordella's gonna stealth in.
Well,
While
yes,
invisible.
While
Yeah,
invisible.
I'm gonna
Oh, so you're
cast-
casting invisibility
Yeah.
on her.
Yeah,
Yes.
on her. But
Okay.
if she drops her, the invisibility drops if she attacks.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why.
Right.
So
And I'll just scream and you guys will come in.
Yeah, I mean, if
Or we'll just turn the other way and just be like, "Come on, Yara."
yeah, we'll see.
And it'll just be a party of 2 because
Yeah, yours is dead.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yarost has 4 days.
Yeah.
So here's how we'll do this,
Okay.
Oh man.
and I'll
Okay.
let y'all decide if y'all want to do based on what I say.
Okay.
So you're
Dag.
going into a room that's about 30 by 30, 35 feet by 30 feet, 35 feet, like circular. It's in the back corner. So you'll roll a stealth check at advantage. And I'll tell you, they have a pretty high passive perception. From what you've observed, you can tell they don't really have any indication that you guys have done anything because this room is
Right.
really far away from where the intellectual devourers are. So they're not actively looking for something. So it'll be against their passive perception. Passive perception is always way lower than if you roll for the most part. So you'll roll once to stealth to the water. Then we'll roll a sleight of hand check to get it out quietly, fill 2 of them up, and then we'll roll another stealth check coming back at advantage. Leo, how far away are you going to be from the entrance? I'm assuming 7's going to be at least 25 feet away to keep the
I'm
light.
gonna keep the light out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Yarost is behind 7, 25 feet down this hallway. Leo, how close do you want to get to this entrance?
I mean, I guess I'll be with 7 and
Okay.
Yarost. I mean, like if something does happen,
So he's going
this
to be
is
about
an old map, so I'm just
Yeah.
trying to imagine.
So he's going to be about 25 feet away from the entrance of this room.
Okay, so if something does happen, I can use my movement first, use my action.
You'll get to the entrance of the room where you can do any range.
I'm gonna throw up.
Okay.
You're going to
Yeah, I'll
what?
stay.
Throw up.
Yeah, I'll
Use my action to throw up, please.
I mean, it's no big deal. It just depends. Yarost's entire life is dependent upon it. It's not a big deal.
Probably
I
y'all.
mean, all of
y'all
our
probably
lives,
died at
yeah.
And the question is, are you going to have to come back and get more rose water? Because if she has to have rose water to cast greater restoration to give him his intelligence back, do you have to come back
Well, she has
To get
3.
more
She
rose
has 3 things to fill up.
too?
I asked for an extra one for my
Oh,
face.
okay.
I did.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
okay,
fill
all
up all
right,
3.
all right.
Yeah.
And I'll just spare my skin.
Okay. All right, I'm casting invisibility.
So Leo
I'm gonna throw up.
pulls out her orb. She casts invisibility on Ordella.
I'm keeping positive mind, positive vibes. as I
Ordella,
do
give
it.
me a stealth check at advantage as you are entering these exiled, maybe these mind flayers who left their hive. You're entering their lair.
They're
give
lovers.
me a stealth check
Okay.
at advantage.
Should I do both or just one? Okay. 18 plus 10 is 28.
First part pass.
So you walk in quietly, leaning
Third
against
of
the
the way there.
walls.
Yeah.
Your feet not making a sound as the of the bubbling of the vials and the potions and all these liquids as they are levitating around the room. You see them pour some liquids into some brain and it sizzles, and you get to the back of this small pool. Give me a sleight of hand check with your guidance from
Yes.
7 and Karis. As you are pulling these water skins out, you go to stick it into the pool, and it's obviously going to make like a sound, but you're hoping
I'm trying to time it.
with all of your being that they don't recognize this sound.
Because I'm kind of putting it in, like
Yeah.
halfway.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're trying to flail something
Right,
with
right,
water,
right. Yeah, you're not going to stick it all the way in, so it goes go, 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 go.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify.
Yes.
14.
14 total.
Yeah.
So as you're doing this, you put it in, you start looking around, and the first one You fill it up all the way. Pull it out. The second one, you stick in, and you get about halfway in, and one of the Mind Flayer's heads turns in your direction, and it looks at the other Mind Flayer, who then turns and looks in your direction. And then they both look back down at what they're doing and continue to work as you finish filling it up. Give me a stealth check to exit.
At advantage.
At advantage. What if she rolls 2 nat ones?
Yes. 18 plus 10.
Oh.
Yes.
Queen.
Get out of there.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So you take a deep breath, the quietest way possible, and then it takes 5 or 6 minutes for you to work your way around the edges of this room, taking a step every 30 seconds, 45 seconds, but you eventually make it to the entrance of the lair.
Yes.
And then you almost start jogging back as your heart is just pounding in your chest.
My heart is pounding right now. Oh my god.
And you get back to Seven and Leo and Yarost unscathed. You have 2 vials,
3.
3 vials of rose water, or 3 water skins.
It's actually not the rose water. Oh,
Oh, got you. You put it on your face and it's just H2O.
Acid. Yeah, it's acid from a black dragon.
As you get back to Yarost and
So,
Seven and Leo.
I'm assuming she kind of shows herself.
And I will say this, without the guidance, you would have failed.
Yeah.
You needed a 14, and you got a 14.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I see her.
I'm just gonna say to them, let's go.
So I hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's me or Dad.
I take
Let's go.
Yarost by the hands, and I kind of do like the little kid thing where I kind of put him on my back, but I hold his hands so that he stays on my back, and I just kind of slowly start to walk him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all quietly but quickly move through the room where the intellectual devourers are dead. The horse is dead. You go around that tunnel again, back into that first room where the 2 other tunnels were collapsed in, and you make your way out into the Eastern Pines and heading back to the monastery.
We don't stop.
Okay.
We keep going
All right.
because Yarost is drooling on my back.
Yeah.
Guys, what?
So you make your way back to the nunnery. You open the door. Diana is in the chapel. She's sweeping with a broom as you all enter. As soon as the door opens, she turns around and she says, "Oh, you all are back."
Bust past her.
I'm
like, we need Panner. We need Panner. Where's Panner? Where is he?
He's in the
And I'm like, Panner, Panner. I'm
need your
yelling.
manager.
Yeah. I just kind of find the closest like pew or whatever they have there and kind of lay Yarost down. And
okay. And his head just slumps over.
He's drooling.
His eyes are just glazed over, looking forward. And Panner comes out and he says, did the Mind Flayer get a hold of him?
No, it wasn't even them. it was the little guys beforehand.
Little guys.
Yeah, they were little like brain-looking things running around like
Intellectual
dogs.
devourers.
Oh,
Yeah, what she said. Yeah.
sounds tough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't fun. For
Break
sure.
my spell and just drop the rose water in front of Panner.
Okay. So Wendlyn comes out and she says, "Oh my, maybe let's bring him to the back room and I'll have to perform 2 rituals tonight, it looks like. I hope you brought enough rose water."
I pick him up like a little baby.
Yeah.
Carry
in
him
your
back.
arms.
Mhm.
Carry him to the back. You set him down on a cot that is set up. She motions for Diana to come with her. Diana brings a basin. She puts a blanket over Yarost. She pours 1 vial of the rose water out into a basin. She says, "You all are welcome to stay, or if you would like to go out into the chapel and wait, you can do that as well."
Okay. So just turns
I'd
on
like to stay and watch.
Okay, so Leo staying, Ordella?
I'm not going to stay.
Okay, so Ordella and Seven go to the chapel. Diana also goes to the chapel. Leo's just kind of standing in a corner watching.
I'm taking notes.
She takes 2 rags. The first rag she dips into this basin of rose water. She wrings it out and she puts it on Yarost's forehead. The second, she again puts the rag in the rose water, puts it in Yarost's hands, and then clasps his hands together and puts them over his chest. And then Leo, she puts her hands down on Yarost's chest. She kisses his forehead.
Whoa.
She starts speaking in a language you don't quite understand. And after 2 or 3 minutes of this constant, almost rhythmic chant that she's doing, Yarost, you feel a flash in front of your eyes. You're no longer standing in front of these weird-looking brain-like creatures that almost blanked your mind, but there's Winlin standing above you. She says, "You're back. You're back. Okay.
Where was I?
I'm not sure. Your mind was completely blanked for a while."
Okay.
Leo
we
just
get-
pops her head over and she goes, "You big dummy."
And then
Actually-
kisses his forehead.
Actually, yes, those intellectual devourers, you do have a brain, and they got it. So I guess I owe Ordella $10 because I told her you didn't have a brain.
Okay. Did we get the rose water?
That's why you're here.
And then look down at my veins.
They're still there.
Right.
And she says, "We can perform the other ritual now unless you would like to wait."
Let's
no.
do it.
Let's go ahead and knock this out too.
Okay.
And then Leo goes, "Whoop," back down.
She takes the other 2 vials, pours them in to the basin, and she says, "Here is a rag to bite down on. This will be quite painful. Leo, if you would like to hold his hand, he may need that as well."
So Leo cast Mage Hand for him to hold.
So Yarost is holding one mage hand. He's got a rag in his mouth as she again.
I'll hold his other hand.
Okay. So you got a mage
So I'm
hand
like,
holding one hand. Leo unbegrudgingly holding your other hand, or begrudgingly holding your other hand. Winlin soaks rag after rag after rag, and she covers your face. She covers your eyes, your mouth, your nose with all of this rose water. She puts her hands down again on your chest. She starts speaking in that language that, Leo, you're not quite picking up. You know it has something to do with Elvish, but you can't quite place like what region this Elvish is from, or, every once in a while you'll pick up a word, but she is speaking to Karis. And Yarost, your veins, and Leo, you see this too, your veins start to move about. Whatever is in it is fighting to get out, and it can't get out, and you feel your veins start to try to rip through your skin. You bite down on the rag as hard as you possibly can because the pain you are feeling, it feels like you've been set ablaze. You want to scream, but you're Yarost, so you're trying to hold it in and not scream.
He's squeezing my hand so tight. I'm like, my hand's about to break.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And the mage hand actually just crumbles in his grip. And eventually you blank out from the pain. You pass out from the pain. Winlin eventually collapses down. She looks up at you, Leo, and she says, It is done. He will be fine." And you look down at Yarost's veins, and for the first time in about 4 days, they're not blackened. They're not moving. It will take 15, 20 minutes for him to come to. You may get the others if you'd like. I need to rest. And she stands up and walks out.
So I'm just gonna chill in here with Yarost, I guess.
Okay.
And not tell the others.
Seven sticks his head in. Hey, Leo, what's going? What? Hey, oh, sorry.
The baby's sleeping,
Oh, sorry.
but I think he's gonna be cool. I think he's gonna be good.
Cool. Okay.
I think he just needs to rest for a minute.
Poor little guy.
So after about 15 minutes, you come to, Yarost. For the first time in a little while,
Hmm.
a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, I do feel better. This is looks like the veins have gone back to normal. So what happened? Did you all kill mind flayers?
No, actually, Leo was nice enough to do something for somebody else and cast invisibility on Ordella. And Ordella stealthed in there and got what she needed and left.
Well, so you didn't do anything?
I didn't do a thing. I carried you around.
Oh, well, that's
But
helpful.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna go find. Leo's gonna go find. I almost said Willenor.
Winlin,
Winlin.
she's in her chambers.
Oh.
She's resting.
Oh, so I'm just gonna knock on the door.
You may come in.
I was just curious when you were casting those spells. It sounded like Elvish, but I didn't. I mean, I speak Elvish and I'm an elf, but what dialect was that, or where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Aylford, but the language I was speaking, it's a form of Elvish, and it's got a mixture of Primal Void in it. Karis.
Oh, well, I don't know Karis, but Seven that I travel with, the Warforge, golly, don't get him started on Karis. That's all he wants to talk about. I think he's got pamphlets.
My husband was very, very much strong with Karis as well.
Oh, yeah.
God rest his soul.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened to him?
He died in the Orc Wars many years ago. Some 40, 45 years ago now.
Dang. And you've been single all this time? Or
Well-
are you with Panner now?
No. Panner, believe it or not, before Panner became what you see now, he was a completely different person. And him and my husband went way back.
Yeah, I guess so. He was good, I guess. And then he turned bad. And then I guess he's good again. That's what I'm picking up.
Panner's conflicted. He
Uh,
always has been a little conflicted.
I totally feel that. Too well, I think.
Are you conflicted?
Yeah, at times.
Toward what?
I don't know. I guess feeling like I am trying to do the right thing by doing bad things. You know what I mean?
Not at all. Karis, for us, Karis guides me. Karis has always guided me, even through my darkest times.
Well, I think Thoromir is trying to guide me. And I think that's not the right way. But if it's going to get me to what I want, or I guess who I want to be with and see again, then I don't know.
Who is that?
Someone that's real close to me. They also died a long time ago. And
Sometimes you take your pain and you use that to fuel other things. I used my pain when I lost Bryant to start this, and I help young females out who are also in need. You are
Yeah.
more than welcome to stay here if you'd like, if you are that troubled, but your powers don't scream to me that you need someone else.
it's not more of I need them. I just wanted them to be around again. You know what I mean? Kind of lonely.
Don't you have 3 companions with you?
It's not the same. They're kind of annoying.
Who is it that you miss?
Well, I mean, I guess if we're going to have this heart-to-heart while you rest, I really miss my brother.
What happened to him?
Well, he just was really sick. And, I mean, this has been when we were younger. But yeah, he was really sick, and it just felt like and looked like and seemed like nobody could heal him. And then eventually he just got so sick, he died.
Well, we all eventually lose people we love. There are means of bringing people back to life, and wizards such as yourself, the more and more powerful you get, you can alter time itself. But I wouldn't recommend it. Sometimes you just have to live through tragedy and suck it up and move on, or deal with it in your own way. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help to you.
That's okay.
There are means to speak with the dead. There are means of travel to where you can travel and potentially see your brother again. And there are spells of great power that can completely undo events that have happened.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting into all that.
I wish you luck, Leo.
Thanks, Winland.
7 knocks on the door.
I guess you can come in as well.
Oh, no, I don't want to come in. I was just looking for Panner. Anybody know where Panner is?
Hannah, I believe, went to the chapel.
No. Oh, okay.
Hey, Seven.
Yeah.
Winland also follows, worships Karis.
I know.
Oh.
I heard every word she was saying to Yarost.
And you understood it?
Yep. And I tipped my head to her, and I
Oh, man.
go look for Panner.
Wait, 7. You understood her?
Yeah, I did.
She was speaking weird.
No, she was
language.
speaking Elvish, but she was speaking to Karis, and I know. I mean, I'm a cleric.
Do you know her?
Karis is my god. I don't know. And he walks away real fast.
Okay, whatever. 7's weird anyway. So I guess we're going. Should we rest here? Are we good? Is everyone good?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm feeling really good because I did some really cool things, but everyone is feels weird.
Oh, no. I was just.
Seven's gone.
Seven's
Yeah,
gone.
I was
Seven left.
just talking to Winland about some stuff, but
Okay.
I'm good. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know what time of day it is. What time of day
It's
is
night
it?
now.
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's getting late. It's
I
getting
guess
pretty
we
dang
could
late.
stay here, let Yarost rest up a little bit longer.
We could all take a rest.
A long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah.
Hey,
Diana's
Winland,
in there with Yarost, taking care of him.
do you have any dark dye stuff here? Something I could put in my hair maybe and do something to it. It's gray right now. Maybe I could just darken it up for a few weeks.
Yes, we have dyes that we use to darken some of the clothes. I'm sure that would work perfectly fine on your hair.
If you could help me with some of that before we go to bed, that would be great. That'd be cool.
I would be honored to help.
Thank you.
So 7 goes to find Panner.
And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Tune in each week to follow Yarost, 7, Leona, and Ordella as they venture across the Veiled Lands. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at 20 Sides Pod. Rate and review us wherever you listen to your podcast. And please share the podcast with your friends, family, and of course, your arch rivals. Last but not least, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from tabletopaudio.com and Michael Gelfi. We will see you next week right here on 20 Sides.